And thank you very much, Mr. Darius Frost, for the raid with 62 people.
You
Wow, thank
are
you.
welcome there, Mr. Billy.
There we go. And how is everybody doing out there? Hope everyone had a great stream.
I
Alright,
sure did.
let's jump on over
Other than
to the
breaking my
farm.
keyboard.
Hey Neil, how you doing? And thank you very much for the 4-month resub. Nice. Much appreciated. Hey Hayward
It's Billy.
Industries, Light Window, how are you doing? Welcome, Oppies, and everybody else. So today, kind of a little bit of what Darius was doing. Obviously, I've got to create one field first of all. Haven't really done much over the weekend, farm-wise,
Why not?
because I was doing other things and Satisfactory and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I know the feeling.
And satisfactory and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's all
Me
good.
too.
Yeah. I think I'm up to about. I had to restart because obviously my save game on Satisfactory. For some weird reason, when I loaded it back up, half of my factory was missing, even though I didn't have any mods in there. So kind of strange. So yeah, I've just literally restarted. And yes, Cement Factory is coming, guys. Probably with the next update. Obviously, Dave just needs to go through, check the figures and everything, make sure that that's all working fine. Yeah, so I ended up restarting Saturday, and I'm up to about tier 3, tier 4 at the moment. So going steadily on with it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just down here is where I need to carry on with starting my field. So it's the one that I was cutting on Friday stream. I ended up getting a buttload of bales off of it, both silage and hay, which is great. So that's my animals sorted out for those anyway for the minute. Obviously the silage is still fermenting over in the farmyard area over there. So I'm going to make one big huge field out of this. The only thing is, I've noticed, I might have to smooth a couple of areas out. I'm not sure, just sort of over towards the bins there. Sort of, we'll see. So you're doing great. Hey Aussie Kanga, how you doing buddy? Aye, so fun and games. So yeah, we've got the concrete factory done and dusted. It's obviously sent over to Dave. If any of you guys are interested in seeing it, I can show it off in maybe a little while. But it's going to be PFs from 19. It's literally being converted. Same sort of products input, output sort of stuff. So it is good. There we go. I've also been working on a couple of other factories that are sort of more for future factories rather than in the next week or two type thing. Obviously Dave seen one of them already. Oh, I jumped across. But I've been working on a second one which is very similar. Obviously just got to figure out what's going to be going in it and what's coming out of those two factories. So there we go. That's not too bad. Cool. But how you doing, Mr. T Miller? By the way, sorry I did see you there. uh, but yeah, hopefully you guys all had a great weekend. Mine was semi-relaxing, so it was quite nice. Doing good? Good, glad to hear it. Right, so as we've got quite a few people in, I'm going to get Stream Raiders up and running. So let's jump on over there. And this one's going to be a bit of a tough one because it is a boss one to start off with. But if we can get this out of the way, we can then jump into doing some nice easy ones for the rest of this stream. Obviously the link is in chat for anyone who wants to join in. You are more than welcome to. Who am I on? You, okay. So obviously you're going to be placing down anywhere within this blue area. Obviously in 30 minutes time we'll get that battle going. Obviously till then I'm going to carry on just going back and forth with this. But yeah, it's going to be a bit of a huge field. Not sure exactly what I'm going to be planting in it. I may end up actually cut it in half because of the size of it. But and obviously it's going to be down near the starter farm. Come on. Yeah, so this is the area I'm going to be working on today. I've not got a lot else to do at the minute. It's just starting to get into the planting season now. So I have got
Sugarcane.
sugarcane. Jeez, that will take like weeks to freaking cut that. No. Obviously, I do need to get some poplar in at some point.
You've already got a cheaty harvester for the sugarcane that can do it very quickly. You know that.
It's not that quick, to be honest. It took about 4 hours just to do this little stretch of field here with it. So, yeah, it's not that quick. But it does have a million capacity, which helps to get on with doing other jobs. Right, so I don't want to take it all the way because this road isn't square. So if I take it to about there, I think I'll be fine. I found that out when I was actually cutting the grass. It is not good.
Yeah, it's
And
a
Cry
small angle.
Myself, thank you very much for the follow, and how are you doing? Welcome. And Oppies, thank you very much for the Epic Night Prowler Archer. We're definitely going to be needing that. Yeah, I noticed when I was cutting the grass it was sort of slowly drifting off. I thought, okay. Hey there,
Yeah,
Viking.
that road's at a small angle. It's
Yeah.
very annoying.
Yeah, so I'll just shove it here, that's fine. I don't mind having a little bit of a gap between the road. I might even put like a row of trees or something down there afterwards, just to tidy that up. I think that's around about right. Let's see, yeah, there we go. There we go, but how is everyone getting on with the update that was released on the weekend? Obviously, if you've got any issues, you're more than welcome to drop them in chat. Obviously, one thing we do know about is the home depot. If any of you guys have got it down, it is currently throwing a warning for the copper sheets, the lead, and what was the other one?
Yeah, some
Yeah,
guy did a
and the other one. But yeah, is that been updated now or not?
No.
No, okay. But yeah, we do know about that one anyway. So cool.
We know about it. It'll be
Hey,
taken care of soon.
yep. If you know about the auto drive for NBC is not. I believe T Miller sorted that one out. So you best speak with T Miller if he is in chat at the minute. I'm pretty sure it was created for it, the map itself, or was edited for the map. Hey, Mr. Enduro, how you doing? And obviously the one for WolfCreek actually currently states in there, if you actually look at it, for Elm Creek. Obviously it was done by a trusted person, and they've actually gone through and edited their Elm Creek version. So it has the extra routes for WolfCreek. But yeah, to be honest, I don't use them, so yeah. But I obviously trust in other people to make sure that it's all right. There we go. There we go. That's nice. I like that. Might just need to take a little trimming off that far end. We'll see. But yeah, you're very welcome, buddy. No worries. But yeah. Obviously, now that you guys have seen the coal plant, that's going to be not quite as big as what PF's is. But it's kind of tricky to place down. I will say that because you can't really zoom out very well. Is there a mod I need to check log file in game? Darius told me I need the F1 menu one night. No, what you can actually do, if you're on about this right here, which is the log. Ooh, hello, I've got a lure memory
Yeah,
reached. Oh, okay. I'm glad I'm not on PS4. That's for sure. What that is basically on. If you've got, which I would imagine is the SGA mod for the switcher. In there, let me jump over to my desktop a sec, because it'll make life a little bit easier. And load up the mod for the switcher. So in here, under the settings, you have something called developer controls. If you click on that, make sure it's enabled, okay? Also, shut down your game first and do this, yeah? Make sure this is enabled. Then when you load up your game, if you hit the tilde key, which is the one sort of above the tab below the escape key, it's going to actually bring up your log in-game. And if you want to scroll up through and down through it, just do page up to go up through it, and down to go down. And that is one way of doing it.
And if you want to quickly get to the bottom, you can hit tilde a second time, hit enter, which will it allows you to start typing in that menu for
Yeah, so
commands. When you hit it the second time, it
like
will
that.
put you right down to the bottom of the page.
Yep,
Very handy.
it is. And obviously to get rid of that, just hit the tilde key again. So the first one to bring it up, second one to enter a command, and then the third time we'll close it down. And that is the easiest way of doing it.
Bless you, Dave.
I did. I tried to get to the
Yeah,
button.
well done.
You did save most of it, but I.
You knew it was
crashes
coming.
your
Yep.
game with the new update. You can't play it. Oh, that's very strange, Crywise. That is very, very strange. Don't know why that would happen. Welsh with
Did
you,
you
thank you.
activate all the mods? The latest update required the factory. Well, the one required the factory revamp script, and
Yeah.
yeah, there shouldn't be anything
Hmm.
holding them back.
Not really. What was added this week? So, Steel Factory, your sell points. Yeah, so nothing that would
Steel
break it.
Factory, sell points, the greenhouse update,
Yeah. Nothing that would cause any
Now,
and
there's
Wolf
issues.
nothing that
Technical
would
Power
crash.
Plant.
You could send your log file to the ticket system. We could take a look at it.
Yeah. From PC mods. Hmm. Very strange. Yeah, if you want to upload your log file to the SJ mod folder switcher, I'm sure Dave or Darius will. Oh, actually, probably just Dave actually. Be able
Uh,
to have a quick look at
Yeah, I
it.
don't have access to
Yeah, I
those.
just suddenly thought that. Yeah.
Website, not the mod folder switcher.
Oh yeah, sorry, the website. My bad. Ah, it's been a. Yeah, I give up.
Good luck.
I ha-
Good luck
I had
getting it up on the mod folder
yeah,
switch.
I had a strange question come through Facebook earlier, and I think I might have upset somebody because I didn't understand what they were on about. But hey ho, I'm sorry if they're out there. Yeah, they were asking about PV County, and obviously, as far as I'm aware, PV County is completed with, and
Yep.
yeah, they kind of, I think they were on about WolfCreek. To be honest, thinking back on it now, but yeah, if they are out there, I am sorry. Uh, but that wasn't too bad of a guess actually. That leveled up just right with the beginning there, so that's cool. So that is going to be a nice field. But yeah, that little hump there, I may have to smooth it off a little bit. Let me just do that quickly actually, because it's going to bug me otherwise. But yeah, for anybody who didn't catch the update on Dave's while I'm at it, obviously the first thing that was released, which is be under your tier 4 stuff, is the Steel Factory. Let's see if I can zoom out somehow to see it. There we go. Nice little tier 4 steel production. Obviously you will need obviously your coal, whoop, your ore, your bauxite, copper and galena. And why is that now poking up through there? I don't know. Oh well. And obviously you will be getting some new products there for that. The other thing will be under power, which is friggin' huge, is the coal plant. See, it's that big I can't even see where the heck it is. See, that's how big this thing is. It's ridiculous. But yeah, it's going to
Big.
generate a heck of a lot of power, that is for sure. And then obviously storages. I need to keep an eye on me, and I've gone too far. Darn it. Which I'll get to in a sec. That wasn't storages, it was sell points, but there were some updates obviously for the
Did you
storages.
put the power plant down already?
Nope. I was trying to show it off, but obviously camera being so naff in 22, you can't zoom out very far. Anyway, so yeah, let me pan around so I can keep an eye on him. So PV mods. The other thing was sell points, which we got is Taco Bell. Let me find a better area. There we go. Nice one there. You got Subways. You got Starbucks. Nice one there. What? Whataburger. And obviously good old Aldi's. It's kind of a hard one to see where I am here, but yeah. So make sure that you are up to date, guys, so you can get all them as well. Hey, Mr. Jers53, how you doing, buddy? I've been clearing trees for 2 days to make room for the coal plant. Holy heck, you're mental. Yeah, even I'm not that far on to have that yet.
Oh, I won't be there
Yeah. If
for a while.
you've got enough factories to be able to place that down, then you are like miles ahead above most of us at the minute. Does the coal power plant replace the diesel generators?
It can.
It can, yeah. Obviously, the output, if I remember rightly, is about 1,000 units an hour. I think it was. You said.
If
Yep,
you
and
have
if
the morale to boost it, it'll go to 2,000 an hour output.
There you go.
yeah, and a diesel generator is 100 per hour, so
Yeah,
it's the equivalent of 20 diesel generators if it's boosted.
and at the minute I've got like 2 diesel and about a dozen solar panels, and that's doing me quite nicely.
As I say, I've got 3 diesel, a
Yeah.
couple of windmills, and maybe about a dozen or so of the solar panels, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty good on power.
Oh, plus the biofuel and biomass I've got as well, or the bioplants, whatever they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, that is. Actually, I've got quite a bit of factory-wise and stuff. As you can see from just here, all these little dots are like productions, or obviously, okay, not all of them are going to have power, but obviously a lot of this in here does need power, and I think there's a few over here as well. Obviously, all the houses, apartments, and that, and obviously what I'm getting is pretty much doing what I want. Obviously, there is going to be a point where I'm probably going to need a lot more with the, like the tier 4 stuff. But at the minute, this is perfectly fine for me. Where's me government building? Because I want to check something actually. I've probably gone right past it. And I've still got my old greenhouses in. I'm not going to change them up. I kind of like it where it is at the minute. Because I know I replaced it at one point, so it's probably moved it. There we go. So, see, at the minute, I've got all mine pretty well fully stocked there. And I am not having any issues. I've got a heck of a lot of electricity backed up. That's cool. And Viking Streaming, thank you very much for the hydrate. Much appreciated. I'll grab it now. But yeah, it's been kind of a interesting weekend. Obviously, Queen's Jubilee, yay, 70 years on the throne. Good on her. So obviously there was a lot of parties around. Kind of annoying actually, to be honest. 11 o'clock at night and there's tunes blasting out. It's kinda, yeah. And David G, thank you very much for this stretch. I can do that now as well. Right as I'm getting to the end of the field here. Good timing, definitely. But I need to tidy that up. Thank you very much. There we go. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Right then. And what we've got, 14 minutes on Stream Raiders. Exclamation mark Raiders will give you the link in chat if anybody wants to join in. Obviously, the more the merrier, as it is a boss battle, so better give outs hopefully at the end there. And let me finally sort this out. Actually, while I'm right here, I'm going to tidy this bit up. So, come on, there we go. Paint and grass. But yeah, satisfactory. It's been a nice break actually. Again. There we go. There we go. Plant. Oh, a slight patch where it's a bit more grown. But hopefully that will catch up before you know it. Alright, the other area I need to do is this bit here. Kind of a funky little ridge going along there. Hey King Hit, how you doing, buddy? Welcome back. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to definitely invest in a bigger seeder for this field, that is for sure. Actually, could do with actually getting my a worker on these, picking up some of these stones. I might do that in just a minute. Just get it turned around. And hopefully all the sounds are coming through fine for you guys. It's kind of a little bit low in my ear, so I'm not sure. Hope. Right, so let's just spin this
There
around.
we go.
Are you right?
Oh yeah, you know, phone calls and
Joy.
all that fun stuff. Yeah.
Right then, let me find. There's that tractor. Got you. There we go. That one will do. Oh, there we go. Alright then, need a bit of stone picking going on.
No, I was 6 seconds from losing power.
Ooh.
But
Well, at least you
I-
didn't lose it though.
No,
Yeah.
I got down and found my coal was empty in one of my generators, and holy moly, we're good though.
Right. Has NBC updated his map yet?
Not yet. No.
Okay.
Yeah, as I said, I don't think so. Not because of the
FSL.
you know, you had the whole FSL and everything over the
Yeah.
weekend.
Yep, fair enough. Yeah, 'cause I know JD's done both of his now, hasn't he? So that's fine.
Yep.
But yeah, one field I do want to plant, and I'm pretty sure I'm probably ready to be able to do it now. Actually, let's have a little look. Is obviously a field of poplar. Bam. Yes, I am finally good. And obviously, it's going to be this little field right here. So I want to put poplar into that and see if I can actually do poplar bales into the biofuel. Hopefully it will accept them. They won one game against Bentnar and lost two, unfortunately. But yeah, they did a really amazing job as always. So that was in their first game, unfortunately. But yeah, it is what it is. Obviously, they were up against the second best team in the league. So yeah, I think just win at least one. They all
Actually, I
need a
think
big
Bednar
pat
is
on the.
now ranked third
Are they third now?
after
Oh
this.
yeah, because FFF or whatever it is, isn't it?
Yeah, Farmier's Flamboyance, I think,
Yeah,
took second
they're
place.
second place now.
Regardless, they're still against they still went against a very
Yeah,
highly ranked team.
yeah. I'm wondering if they kind of
Took them to 3
underestimated
games.
NBC and the guys, Big Daddy and all that. So yeah, but it's just a matter of time, really. I'm sure one of these days they will go through onto the Sunday playoffs. So just keep practicing, and they will just get that a little bit better and a little bit better. Obviously, keep watching the streams, and yeah, they'll be fine. And how you doing, Big Tigger? Welcome back, buddy. Right, you can do that. I'll do a little bit of this. Actually, I could do with getting another tractor over here.
Yeah.
Well, I think about it.
I know those guys are pretty pumped. They managed to get Bednar to 3 games. And as long as you learn something from it, it's never truly a loss.
Exactly, yeah. Oh, that one loot.
Yeah. Tell
And
Giants to put it in the not truly lost column. No.
But I mean, as
Yeah.
long as they learn and they
Especially
realize
with
some
you.
issues with some of their strategies, and
Mhm.
they've taken that into account. They plan on practicing to help take care of some of their inconsistencies. And
Yeah. Obviously, I've got to also think about is one other thing is obviously most of the teams are actually based over in Europe, whereas
Good
obviously
morning, Big Digger.
um NBC, Big Daddy, and Yosho are all coming from like America, so obviously they're going to get a ping.
morning
I
there.
know
I think
they were saying they were not too bad, were they?
Big Daddy and Yosho had some points. NBC, I think, seemed to be okay for the
Yeah.
most part.
There we go. Gonna go. Yeah, good. Right then, that's that one on the way down. Okay. But yeah, they are doing really, really well. One of these days they might actually get through to like the Sunday playoffs. Would be quite nice. And actually get to see them in a stream. That would be really cool. That's what they need to sort out. Stop that a little bit.
Maybe one of these days.
Mm. Yeah, exactly, Dan. Exactly. Alright. Alright then. Well, I'm just going up and down here. I am determined to get this landscaping bit done. Right. Soften. And let's go maximize on that. Maximize on strength. It's going to cost a little bit, but it'll be fine. Yeah, I think that it'll be should be okay actually up here. It's just that curve's kind of worrying me. That's all.
You should be all right. It's a pretty
Yeah,
gradual sloping curve.
I know. I just like to worry as well about things. There we go. And obviously, I'm going to be using the big Burgo cedar that Mr. Darius was using. Hopefully, a little bit better than he was at times. That's fine. Yep, I'm happy with that. That's cool. Okay.
I got along. I got along with it all right. Eventually, as long as I didn't use the worker for it.
Yep. There we go. Get that turnaround. There we go. Got to keep an eye on that one there as well because they tend to fill up rather quickly on these bigger fields. American food chains. So we have obviously McDonald's, KFC, Burger King, um, Domino's, Pizza Hut, stuff like that. So yeah, we've got a few, not too many though. Papa Joe's, I think we've got around here as well, but that's more frozen stuff. And thank you very much for the posture check there. Ibsburin. God, I'm really bad with names. Oh. Yeah, we've got a few American places around here. Yep. Frankie and Benny's. I don't know if that's an American one or if it's just something they've made up to be American.
Never heard of it.
No, okay. Because they always have like an American theme, and it's mainly whenever I've been in there, it's cocktails and stuff like that. Five Guys. Have they got a Five Guys over here? I've never seen one
Must be
personally.
nice. There's not even a Five Guys near me, and I live in the States.
No, I have Five Guys burgers and fries.
Actually, I
I don't know.
did see actually during over the weekend in somewhere in London there's a Five Guys, but that's about the only place I actually know there's a Five Guys. In Birmingham. Oh, okay. Yeah, personally I've never heard of them. Never heard of them. Um, I have one. Oh, okay. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Well, apparently my wife is informing me there's a Five Guys now in Auburn where I used to work, so
Oh,
there's one not too far away.
surprise,
They've done
surprises.
well for themselves.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, who's that? Oh, it's my mum. Okay. Yeah, so a bit of a boring stream, really, just watching some ploughing being done, but hopefully it's entertainment for you guys. So nice food, but very pricey. Oh, okay.
Well, yeah.
What we need is a Whataburgers. Yeah, I know we used to have Wimpy's, didn't we, at some point? Because I remember growing up, went used to go to it a couple of times a week. They were quite
What
nice.
we need is an In-N-Out burger.
In and out. Hey, Unicorn Gamer and Miss Becky, how you guys doing? Welcome back, by the way, and thank you very much for the refollow. I did spot your names popping up earlier there. But yeah, obviously, if you guys got any questions, you're more than welcome to drop them in chat about the game. Oh, did you guys, Miss Becky, find the cedars or the cedar you were after on the SGA website? Because there is a couple that I've done already, two for like the PV maps and two for just base game. I know. But yeah, it's good to see you guys back on Twitch. I know times have been pretty hard recently, so. Oh, and it sounds like we've got Stream Raiders ready, so let's get this turned around. And drop you down, and jump on over there and get that done. So, we do have 40 units down, you guys are amazing. So, let's go with maximizing that. So, good luck guys, here we go. Boss time. We got one pricey but good. In and out. Hmm. Oh, nice. Yeah. Come on, one more, one more. Take Basta out. Go on, take her out. There we go. That was just far too easy for you guys. Congratulations. And the single reward is going to Mr. Zippy. There we go. Cool. Now for a nice easy few games. Right then, so let's get this one going. So if you guys want to join in, you're more than welcome to. The link is now in chat for anyone who wants to join in. And look at this. Cool, blimey. Jumping straight in there. Okay, so I think we're going to start up on this corner. There we go. So yeah, like I said, if you want to join in, links in chat. Also got 30 minutes on the clock for that. So while you guys are doing that, hopefully we might be able to get a fair few in today. There we go. So, yay. So is the cedar that was it? Yeah, I think that's around about the John Deere one. So yeah, you should have a John Deere. There's also a Kenzie one as well, up there. Do I have them in here? No, I do not. Oh yeah, because I took them out, I think. Let me just double check. Yeah. Oops, wrong one. Yeah, so obviously you're going to be looking for, both on the planters actually. There's going to be the John Deere 1775 NT. Obviously it has been edited to use all crops that's on the WolfCreek or any PV map. There's also the Kenzie 4905 as well up there, if you wanted to. You've got the John Deere. Alright, yeah, so you've got this one here. Yep. Obviously, there. Actually, let me just double check something, because there was two up there. Obviously, one is for the map, these maps, and one is just like any other map. Just want to make sure. I'm pretty sure I put PV on them or something like that. Where am I? There. So you want the John Deere, John Deere, John Deere. There's an Amazon up there as well, which I haven't gotten around to editing for these maps. There's that one. Nope, that's not going to be the one. Where is it? Did I go past it? Oh yeah, so there we go. Found it, found it. One sec, let me switch over. So yeah, just to make sure, it's this one here that has the multi PV on it is the one you want for these maps. As you can see, I've actually gone through and listed everything that it will sow. So make sure you got that one, yeah. Because there is a second one which will just do the base game products, not any of the extras like the cranberries, the mustard and all that that's been added to these ones. But yeah, while I'm there, let me go back a sec. But there's also, yeah, the Kenzie right there above it. That's also been made for this one if you want something a bit different. It's also got the color options as well on there. It's kind of a nice little cedar. But yeah. There we go. Anywho. But yeah, obviously if you guys do have any questions at any time in any of our streams, you're more than welcome to drop them in chat. Whether it's mine, Darius's, Dave's, Boomhauer's if you can stay up long enough. Stuff like that. Any of ours. You are more than welcome. Obviously, if you got questions about auto drive and courseplay, the best people really for that is probably going to be T Miller, X-Man. Obviously, X-Man will be live tomorrow. Obviously, he is kind of like the super master when it comes to all that stuff. PV1, yeah, good. You're very welcome. Yeah, I still want to buy that bit of land there. Come on. How much is it anyway? Probably not going to be able to get it anytime soon. But this 1, 3. Oh, I might be able to. Just do some selling. This is the next area that I want. Obviously, I'm going to turn it into a sheep farm around here, and then have like a couple of maybe just some grass fields around. I don't know yet. Maybe some factories would be quite nice in that area. Is that something else I need to sort out? Some butchers. Dang. Right, I need to catch this guy, see how he's doing. How you doing, mate? Don't run me over. 62, that's pretty pathetic, to be honest. That is not a lot coming off of there. Doo-doo. Actually, also on the SGA website, if you guys were interested, is Surfing Cowboy. Did do an update last week for the Lizard All-Out trailer that we had in 19. Obviously, he's now fixed a few issues that were on there, so definitely go over get it. What he's basically done, you actually find it under the PV mods vehicle category, right here. He's actually gone in and added some lovely colours there. Obviously, you got the flatbed itself, the frame plus rim colours on there now. He's done an amazing job of it. One thing, if you had the earlier version, he had a few too many colours added to it and it was throwing off warnings left, right and centre for that. Obviously he's now gone in and fixed that, so make sure you get that updated as well. That's where you built your main farm. Alright, Steve. How you doing, Mr. Jarin? Yeah, I kind of carried on where I was from when I started on Elm Creek in that central farm, starter farm. When I came onto WolfCreek. There we go. So yeah, my main farm is all the way up here. But it's kind of a nice central area I like. Went for a kind of sort of worked my way across and then sort of down and around. Obviously I eventually want to definitely get over here to the pond, because this is kind of going to be the area I want to have like the water purification place put, and maybe even the coal plant. I don't know yet. We'll see how I'm doing factory wise between now and then. Is that the same trailer me and my brother got from Dave's stream? No, it's a different one. The one that Dave's done, it's a slightly big one. It's very similar. I think I've got it in here if I remember rightly. And I have no idea where the heck it is. I think it's low loaders. Yeah, you've got this one just here. Obviously, where it's just Dave's obviously stretched it out a little bit. It's basically the same trailer. Obviously, the one that's
the last version I put out, Billy, has both the regular size and the other one.
Yeah, I
you don't
haven't.
have it.
To be honest, I very rarely use that one. I'm using Surfing Cowboys
Yep.
a lot. So you can use both. Obviously, the nice thing, actually, one thing, can you hook up duals on the one that you've done, Dave?
Duels?
Yeah, so you got, yeah, you
Oh,
can't. It doesn't
no.
have the hitch. So obviously that's the big
Do you need
difference.
to?
Well, if you've got lots of belts to move, then yeah, or lots of pallets to move, yeah. Obviously, the big difference between the two is obviously the one that Surfing Cowboy's done has a trailer hitch on the back, so you can hook up 2, 3, 4 trailers, and with doilies if you wanted to, as well.
Doilies or dollies?
Dollies, yeah, doilies. Little things that go on tables.
Doilies?
Yeah.
Doilies go on tape. Yeah, what the heck?
Uh, Dollies.
Oh, it's
It's a
okay.
Monday and it's not doing very well for Billy.
I know.
It's taking its toll on him.
However,
Yeah.
I have figured out that B industrial sound that you guys were having. Actually, let me pause this guy a minute, because I don't want you to go too far ahead of me. Yeah, so actually I need to check it on here. So that's those hives. I need another break. I certainly do. Right, so the only industrial sound should now be coming from here. Yep, and it's not too loud as well. This should now sound just bees. Yep. So what it was is obviously I went through the Darius's stream. I mentioned about it. It's actually opened up the i3D to these hives, and obviously in there there's only the bee sound, what you can hear in the background there. But what I didn't realise is in the XML for it, there's an actual sound link node for like a base game sounds. I totally forgot about removing that, and that's what was causing those sounds for you guys. So I have updated that. We'll check each of these now. See, it's got me a bit paranoid. I want to make sure all of these are fine as well. Yeah, I can only hear the bees on them, so that's fine. And I also did drop the sound down a little bit. But yeah, there we go. But yeah, if any of you guys didn't see the actual individual ones, obviously originally it was just the 8-pack of beehives plus the production. Obviously I have added in these individual ones, and obviously around in the back here is where you want to drop them inside, kind of like they were in 19. And then obviously at the front, that's where you're going to be spawning your pallets. So you can actually rotate them around and place them down wherever you want, rather than just have the single 8. Also, one thing I will say is that they are producing a lot slower than the big ones. It's like an eighth of it, so yeah. You don't need more. Yeah. So that is fine. So I will send that over to Dave. It's now actually fixed. It's fine. I'm happy with it.
Dave's
Um,
not home. Oh boy, I got somebody. Well, what are all these messages? Don't know this person.
how and who made that trail? That was a color option. Okay, yeah. So it was Surfing Cowboy Gaming. And he basically converted this trailer, which is the one that we used to use in 19. Obviously, he's brought it over to 22. Obviously, you still got the decals there for DashNet from 19 and all that. Obviously, he
Look
has gone
at
in and added color options. As you can see, done an amazing job on it. But also with this one, as you can see here, you can actually have the option to have it with or without an attacher on the back. And you can actually have like 2, 3, 4, as many trailers hooked up with that. The only thing I will say, be very careful if you've got small pallets. How you doing, Grumpy? Obviously, because of the smaller the pallet, it's going to stack a lot higher and it's going to be a lot more unstable. So just bear that in mind with that trailer, and obviously any of the trailers really. But I think when I was testing it out, it was myself and Team Miller were both doing it. It's gone back about a month now, and we got to about 300 pallets, and that's like the oil pallets. So yeah, be very, very careful, because that will cause a lot of lag issues. If you wanted to download that, you can get it on the SGA website under Billy Alpaca Mods as well. So there you go. Actually, I can probably give you the direct link to it if you want, because I know exactly where it is. Mod. There's a trailer version 1.2.1. There we go. Copy. And you've got that one, have you? Okay, well, if anybody does want it, there's the link for that trailer I was just showing off. Obviously, you can still use Dave's one if you wanted to. You're more than welcome to. Also, make sure you do have the update, because obviously you will have obviously the oversized one plus the regular sized one, unlike me. But yeah, it's a really good trailer actually, very sturdy for most things. The only thing I did notice actually the other day is with round bales, it kind of tends to offset it. So from what I understand, it's the actual autoload script that's doing that. It's just one of those things, unfortunately. But you've got to have a little play around and see if you can actually get them to actually centralize onto the trailer a little bit better. Actually, one thing I do need to check. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. See how my bales are doing. This is the ones that I got off this area on Friday. This is just the silage bales. I already put the hay bales away. It doesn't do too bad of a job overall. Actually, I can bring it down and show you guys if you want. It's 86%, so obviously I'm probably going to be selling these off at some point. There we go. I can have a quick break. There we go. Ba-ba-da-ba-dum. I got to now think about what my next factory I'm going to be placing down. Oh, that's interesting. There's no shadow on it. Yeah, I decided to go with the chrome look on it. But yeah, I just noticed there's no actual shadow being cast on there. Interesting. Yeah, it's not been too bad, thanks, Grumpy. And how you doing, buddy? Uh, don't move the truck when it's loading. Yeah, I always stop it and then start loading up. But yeah, what I did find the other day is, I think it was the second load I picked up. The first one seemed to be perfectly fine, it was the second one that seemed to offset it for some reason. But as you can see, I do have the trailer hook on the back there. I thought I'd go with all the options just to check it out. And let's see if I can get some of these bales picked up. Spin it around. Probably easier. Right, around about there should do. And Shift R. There we go. As you can see, it is offsetting it just slightly. It's kind of annoying, to be honest. But yeah, Surfing Cowboy does know about it. Obviously, he did say he's going to have a little look into it. And that's kind of funky. It looks like the texture stretched or something not quite right on that belt. Interesting. But yeah, to be honest, I usually use obviously the Anderson there for transporting. But if you wanted to, oh darn it, wrong side. Go away, bales. You can. Oh come on, unload. There we go. Use like, I think stuff like the Ponge, they're pretty good. The pack. Or any of the other trailers. It's up to you. But yeah, it's not a bad trailer actually for the pallets wise. Still needs a bit of work obviously for bales, the round bales especially. Square bales it's perfectly fine. But yeah, it just seems to be those round bells always seem to be offset. I don't know why. And Silas Major, thank you very much for the 7-month resub. Thank you very, very much, buddy. And how are you doing today? Hey, Mr. Billy Alpaca in the Alpaca tribe. I like it. How are we doing? 10 minutes still remaining on Stream Raiders. If you guys want to jump in, you're more than welcome to. Obviously, exclamation mark Raiders will give you the link in chat. Good, thanks. Good to hear it, buddy. Good to hear it. But yeah, we're just going to carry on doing this for now. Kind of a boring one, but unfortunately these things need to be done. And I've got to try and figure out what I'm actually going to be planting in here. Ooh, that's going to be a big question. I've got two fairly big fields here. Both need planting at some point. Kind of thinking, so one thing I am getting very low on is a grain of some form. It's going to give me a good yield on straw. A hydrate, thank you very much for the hydrate there, not so grumpy. Actually, I do need to get some more water in a minute or two. It's very warm in my room at the minute. Let's get this guy turned around and I'll go grab a drink and open the window. There we go. Plant some chickens. Very funny, Wizzy. How are you doing, buddy? How are you doing? Let's open that window. Not too bad at all. Good, glad to hear it. Grumpy Lumpy. Oh, you make me laugh. You do make me laugh. Actually, I do need to check out that truck that Mr. Darius was using. I do have the link to get it downloaded. Haven't checked it out since the update. And Stacker DK, thank you very much for the Epic Centurion. Much appreciated there.
Which
Talking
one?
about...
The fertilizer one?
Yeah,
Or the lime one, I should say?
the lime fertilizer one, yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice truck.
So this is PV WolfCreek by Dajanet, who's in chat with us, along with Mr. Darius Frost, who you heard just a minute ago. The coal plant is part of the pack, mod pack for the map. Obviously it's only going to work on this map though, which is kind of cool. You can get it with the SGA mod folder switcher, which is on the SGA website. And if you want, I can walk you through it briefly. Those are some frisky chickens. Welsh Wizzy, thank you very much for the epic temper there. Come on, I need to tab out of here. Let me grab my other screen a sec. Here we go. So in here, this is the SGA website. I'll pop the link in chat for you. If you haven't been here before, you will need to register for the website. Obviously, it's going to send out an email that you're going to need to verify. Once you've done that, you can then come on and access all the mods and stuff. Obviously, for the SGA mod folder switcher itself, if you go to mods, obviously you're going to get it pop up here. If you want to, you can. Or if you click on the FS22 mods, the little arrow, and go to DashNet. It will also be in here, and it's right at the bottom. And all you literally do is you click on that, click on download. Once it's downloaded, you'll need to install it. I do have a video set up for it, installing it and such, which I'll put in link in chat in a minute. Once it's done, you'll need this code right here for the WolfCreek map. So the Q, N, E, then all the Z's. You'll need to enter that, and then you can actually get a button which will look a little like this. Obviously, what you need to do is create a folder, link it to one of these buttons. It'll all be explained in the video. Once you've done that, make sure that the folder's selected, go to options, and you'll get this. Click on, you put your code in there, click on unlock code, and then you'll get the button pop up here. Just click on that, and it will sync all the map and all the mods to your folder. After that, you'll have obviously everything that I've got, almost. So if you want to sign up, you're more than welcome to. I will drop a link for everyone in chat. Actually, I'm going to do two other videos, if I can find them. One is going to be for the mod folder switcher. Ah, dang it, I can't find it. Videos. There it is. Right. Hopefully you're muted. Mute it anyway. Share. Copy. So the first one is going to be for installing and setting up the SGA mod folder switcher. That one just there. English. English okay. Yeah. Yeah. To be honest, somebody sent me that, so I don't even know if it's proper or not. I'm hoping it is. How you doing, Warthol? That's the first one. The second one, I'm going to link in chat, is basically covering the government building and kind of like the basis of the map, I suppose is the best way to put it. And understanding about all the different things. Obviously, it has been updated a little bit since then, figure-wise and where it is in the shop. But I definitely highly recommend anybody just starting out on this map checking that video out as well. It, in essence, covers everything. Obviously, the big difference is obviously it's now moved to its own category, the PvE mods, and all this is slightly different. But it's going to be the government building, the workers, where you get each community and everything. It is very, very helpful. One thing, obviously, it came up over the weekend is make sure that you have all your productions activated and set to distribute, especially in your workers, your power generators, your government buildings, stuff like that. Otherwise, your workers, your electricity isn't going to get to the factories and you won't be able to produce nothing. I have actually noticed since with a few updates recently, they're actually being deactivated automatically for some weird reason. And I know somebody else mentioned about it earlier. So just make sure to go through, make sure that this is activated here. Obviously, so it's got the little red or blue icon there. And obviously down on the outgoings, make sure that these are all set to distribute. Let's see, so obviously everything that I've got here is obviously running. I've got a buttload of solar there. Obviously they're all set to distribute, hopefully. Yeah. Because obviously these power is going to go over to the government building, which is then going to be converted to electricity, which goes to your everywhere else. Also, if you have the landfill, make sure that both lines are activated. With this, for any of you guys who weren't aware, it's a sell point and it's a methane, whatever you want to call it, producer. The sell point wise is going to be clear fill, and it's going to be selling on the hour after you load in the product. Obviously, if you've got trash, that is where it's going to be coming. You don't get anything for it apart from obviously the methane, which then you can distribute to your government building and create more energy or electricity, you should say. But yeah, make sure that they're all activated. Obviously, I don't need to have all these things activated. Obviously, the shelves you don't need to have activated if you still got some there. What are you running out of? So I do need to get some more bees over here at some point. So yeah. So just obviously if you're not getting power, just go through the lines, check, make sure that they're activated and set to distribute on each thing, each step. So yeah, give that a try. Sold all my power generators just to go to the coal. Holy smokes. Yeah, mental. You really are. There we go. And Stream Raiders is now up and ready. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Hopefully at some point with obviously an update to the can't think of what it's called. I'll come back to it in a minute. Let's do Stream Raiders. See if I can get my brain into action. So we do have 46 units down. Congratulations, guys. Well done. Here we go. Good luck. That's it. Production revamp. One item. And congratulations, guys. So I'll come to your question in just a sec. The winners are going to be T Miller and Neil, basically Neil Asic. Well, I won't pronounce your last part in your name. I know it's Neil, so there we go. I'm getting a little something too. I'll go back to that in a minute. So let's get this next one up and running. If you guys wanted to join in, you're more than welcome to. Links now in chat. And let me get my unit down before somebody else does. There we go. We'll go right there. Quick placement. That's nice. Yeah, so there we go. 30 minutes on the clock. If you want to join in, you're more than welcome to. Obviously, I'm going to be carrying on with this field. So the coal factory, obviously, as long as you are up to date, if you go into the store to construction, go to the PV mods tab. Obviously, yours might be here because I've got an extra mod here. It's adding categories. And what you want to go is to the power section. It's going to be right there. And obviously it is a friggin' huge placeable. Obviously it's that big I can't even pan out to see it properly. And obviously just in that area where the tractor is going to be where you're putting in your coal. Actually I might check that out in a minute in my test map. I think I'll do that right now to be honest. Because I haven't actually looked at it properly yet. So let's save this. And I'm going to reload. So the screen might go blank for just a minute. No worries. I'm going to check it out myself. I haven't actually looked at it properly yet. Took 3 tries to place it. Oh, blimey. Oh, that's okay. Actually, I've been quite curious about it. So now's the best time while I'm live. Right. So I'm pretty sure I activated it. Where is it? Right there. And I can also show you the PFs as well while I'm at it. So it's all good. Don't worry about it. Took 3 tries to place it. That's blimey. That is ridiculous. That's the worst thing with the camera option at the minute. It'd be nice if you could actually zoom out a little bit further. Alright, Hayward Industries. Catch you later, buddy. And Celested, I think that is. Thank you very much for the epic warrior. A meow face, eh? So, one thing obviously you guys have got is crystal steel. Which I could do with taking it on a bit. Let's go into the morning. Ba-dum. Ba-da-ba-dum. There we go. That's better. I can actually see it now. Right, so let me turn that on. And we'll turn that on so I can go a little bit faster. So obviously you're going to have PF's concrete factory coming this week. Hopefully, if Dave gets around to doing it. Checking everything out for the update. Nice huge factory, by the way. The only thing I had an issue is with one of the silos, but I'll get to that in just a minute. Also around this side, you will be putting all your input products, so your limestone, your coal, sand, gravel and water. Obviously each plane does raise and lower. How you doing, Surfing Cowboy? Welcome back, buddy. So, yeah, nice. Very, very nice. Obviously, if any of you guys played 19, you'll recognize it from there. But yeah, like I was mentioning, I did have an issue with the texture on this silo just down here. I've actually ended up going through and added a even more rustier look to it. I think it looks alright. Kind of goes with the factory. Just like the steel factory, I have added in the PV logo icon, as you can see just down here. And obviously that's going to be your player trigger to go into the menu, so you can see you need your sand, your gravel, your coal, your lime, water, as well as your bits from the government building. At the minute it's currently electricity, labour, support and morale. Obviously that morale is going to give you that 100% bonus. Obviously it may or may not change depending on Dave. Output wise at the minute you got your barriers, your concrete, your block and your pavers for that. So obviously once you get it, make sure that it's activated here and that these are either set to spawn. Personally, what I would do is have them set to storing until you actually need them. For this simple fact, when they start spawning, they kind of get a bit buggy at times. Obviously, all the doors are now set to actually work. I've gone through, made sure they're all fine. The lights are all working perfectly as they should be. Also, you got additional areas in here. You could actually store them if you wanted to. The products or even vehicles if you wanted to. Inside here, the little pull through is where you'd be getting your pallets. Obviously, ignore the ones at the front. That was earlier test, but they're going to be spawning these two areas at the back. Obviously, like I said, if you want just a set product, put them all on storage and just change it to spawn whichever product you want. So if you want just concrete, just go with spawning concrete. You get about 6, I think it's about 5 or 6 pallets along there. Obviously you're going to think, how am I going to get them all the way back there? I've already thought of that. Or Dave did, should say. Obviously right here on the side of the building is a little button. Just walk up to it. I'll bring that up. And as you can see in the F1 menu, you've got pusher off at the minute. If you do your left mouse button, it's going to activate the pusher at the back. I'm going to actually turn this off just in a sec, because I don't want to go all the way off. Just about there. There we go. Obviously, it has been set back far enough that these two rows will fit on this ledge right here perfectly. But obviously, because this set of pallets are here, it's kind of a bit buggy, so I've got to stop it. But what you can actually do is drive in here with an auto trailer and take them straight off of this ledge. Makes life a little bit easier. Why did I get a sound like I fell in the water there? That was weird. That was very, very weird. But yeah, obviously, if you wanted to go for a walk, if I can actually jump up here, there we go. You can actually come through. All these doors do work. It's kind of a nice little building actually. You got some plants around. You got some desks. Dave's done a pretty good job of it on the 19 version. You can actually walk up, go all the way around if you wanted to, just like the 19 one. Obviously, you got all these lights that will come on in the evening. Got a big, huge, long gangway down here, which will take you over to. Oh, never noticed that there. Must fix that. There's kind of a little working area over here. Just jump down there. and then this will bring you into another area of the factory that currently isn't being used. Obviously the 19 version, this is where you'd have your pallets drop off of sacks over here, and obviously it generate your containers and stuff. Obviously that's not in game yet. Obviously this is going to be coming out this week. Obviously, like I said, all these doors are working. And if Dave ever adds concrete as a bulk product that can be put into a trailer, obviously I'll reactivate that. I'll activate that trigger as well. But yeah, right then. So one thing I did want to check out, I'm not sure if I've got enough space, is that new coal plant. But anyway, I'm totally ignoring chat here, so you doing well, just well woken up? Oh, good, okay. Oh, I need to speak to you, Surfing Cowboy, as well. About your trailer. I don't think I've got it over here. Is that it there? Let me just double check. One thing I did notice, no, that's Dave's one, is it's not casting a shadow on the ground. It's not a big deal, but obviously when you're driving around, there's no shadow at all underneath. Obviously with that one, you're getting the shadow. Maybe worthwhile trying to have a look into that. It's just a minor thing I noticed a minute ago with it.
The
But yeah.
building?
No, the Surfing Cowboys auto trailer.
Oh.
Yeah, for some reason it doesn't have a shadow being cast underneath it when you're driving along. Holy heck. How are you meant to place this thing? I'm overlapping. Yes, I know I am. There we go. That's a good guess. Holy heck. It's freaking huge. Now, can I fly? Yes, I can. So if you guys haven't actually seen this, this is obviously the coal plant. Let me get rid of my HUD a minute. It is freaking humongous. My gosh. Obviously got loads and loads of building. That looks like it's got no texture on it. They meant to be that white. I'm guessing so. I'm gonna take a picture of that. But yeah, this is kind of nice. This is very, very nice. But very, very, very big, very expensive piece of kit, that is for sure. There's another one that doesn't look like it's got any more texture on it. And that's actually, yeah, that is not quite right, Mr. Dave.
What?
Um,
Oh. Well,
these, just there. There's no texture to it, and it, yeah.
that was always, well, that's the way it was last year in another map.
Was it?
Yep.
I'll have to have a look. What map are they in,
I
anyway?
just exported the same models. Yeah, that is a little bit funky. Well, we
Yeah.
can take it out.
Yeah, there's one on the other side as well, over here. Um, but it looks okay. Obviously, it's just missing texture on the actual pipes and stuff.
Nah, it was white.
Was it?
That's the way it was.
Looks silly. Looks like it should be chrome. But anyway, so obviously you'll be driving up in this area here, and then obviously your unload area is in here. So apart from that, that's about all you need for this building. Obviously, once you've filled it up, you just top it up. Obviously, you will need your coal, labor, support, and morale. Obviously, that's the morale is going to give you that extra bonus. And obviously, like we said, it was like 1,000 output or whatever it is. So it is definitely going to sort you out for a very long time. But how you doing, Mr. Yosho Hin? Yours doesn't look like that? That is very strange. Throw some dirt on it, it'll be fine. Hmm. That's very strange.
Yes, you are.
Just out of curiosity. Yeah, because I'm not getting any errors or nothing off of that, so... And it does look like in the picture as well that the texture is white. Oh well, something to look at anyway. But I'm surprised there's no barrier here or something to stop people getting in and out. See, I just walked right in there, I could have got hurt. It's terrible. Health and safety! Was this on Industries by any chance?
Yep.
Ah, I never played that map very much, so that's probably why I don't recognise it. Cool. But yeah, there you go, guys. That is obviously the coal power plant. Very nice, very, very nice. And very humongous. Yay! So, anywho, now that I've seen that, that's kind of nice. I definitely know I'm going to need a heck of a huge area for that. Another day on lunch break. Alright, okay. Uh, Gonna be a long time before I can fit that in my game. Yeah, well, not really. A couple of hours clearing some trees. You should be fine with that. Obviously, the price wise for that one, let's just double check. No, I do not want to sell. There we go. Is going to be 4,210,000 whatever your currency is in game. So, and that is literally going to be able to set you up for, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 years. I think power output wise on that. So, yeah. Yeesh. Definitely don't need any power issues with that going. Anyway, let's jump back in to my save game. Actually, while this is loading up, I'm going to take a quick break. Just check on the wife, grab a drink. And I will be back in just a couple of minutes, guys. So I'm going to actually put up Stream Raiders, so you can check that out. Exclamation mark Raiders will give you that in chat. Is David voice still? I have a question from him. Yes, he is. And you should be able to hear him while I'm
Yep.
grabbing a drink.
I unfortunately am. Ask away. Oh. With the Pepsi factory, do you have a storage rack that holds a soda? Not yet. Not yet. I was answering Cope's question. I didn't see your answer above his. That is your clear area is not set up correctly if the grass is there. The clear areas function to remove the grass. No problem.
Yes, Neelisk, there was an update to the bee farm. Billy
Yep.
added the single bee pieces to them.
Yes, and he has another update coming that will remove the sound in the near future. Probably get to that tonight.
And I'm back, guys. What have I missed? Let's see. Pepsi storage? No, not yet. Um, if you want, I can give out a link for the updated bee farm that doesn't have the industrial sounds on it.
You may,
Okay, well, give me 1 sec.
and then I'll just put it in the pack when
Yep.
I fix the
So, where's
Home
my drive?
Depot in a little bit.
Bee farm.
And
Get
I'll
link.
just have to, it'll overwrite it.
Copy. Done. Okay. So if anybody does want the updated one that doesn't have the industrial sounds in the placeable beehives, there is the link. And what I'll do is I'll send that over to Dave now as well. Discord. And obviously what he can do then is add it to the mod folder switcher for anybody else for the next update. There we go. And Mr. Cope. Actually, I'm going to show a little bit of modding before I do anything else. Just to help Mr. Cope and anybody else out. And Nuke's Toy, thank you very much for the follow. How you doing today? Let me just crash this a minute. Makes life a little bit easier. So, let me open up and
I'll be back
okay,
in a minute.
i3D. So obviously I've got kind of everything set up just to import a visual. So let me just bring it in. Something to use as a template. And this is for anybody who wants to create like a placeable production. Okay. Let's use this pink tree a sec. So come on, unclick. There we go. So that is going to be my little visual for the minute. The first thing I would recommend, need a big space for the coal power. It's hard to see how big. Yeah, exactly. Pompeys. Also, I did show it off a little while ago. So, obviously, what I'd recommend is probably grabbing either one of Dave's that's already set up, i3Ds with all this in, and just remove the initial visuals. It'll be in this spot right here. Obviously, you'll have like factory, whatever. Delete that, and then you can actually use this as your base. Obviously, if I expand all this a sec, you can actually see in here everything is already set up. The only thing you'd need to do yourself is go through, adjust like the clear area, the level area, which we'll get to in just a sec. Also, if you're importing a object like this tree, for instance, or a building, what you want to do is drag that into that viz group right here, which is going to be your 0 to 1 path, which one that one there. See, now my little patch of pink tree is now in game or in here as a mod. What I'd recommend is go to create primitive plane. Obviously, that's going to set up a little plane that's right underneath the tree here, as you can see right there. Let me just centralize that again and drop this down so I can actually see the whole list here. What I'd recommend is setting up a kind of a test area where you want. So if I want to say, for instance, 50 by 50 placeable area. Be right back. Okay, Mr. Grumpy. That's going to be like the area that the factory is going to be placed down in.
Now, how am I supposed to fit that into my park if it's that big of a clear area, Billy? Come
It,
on.
it won't be. But yeah, this is something that Darius was asking about the other day. He wanted the Lepacho pink tree, which is this. Obviously, I've been able to convert it, and I've just got to get it finished off and stuff for him. Obviously, working down the list. Obviously, clear area. This is going to be the area that gets cleared from grass or whatever bushes in there. What you want to do is, if you actually go through them, they'll actually show you roughly which edges they need to be placed at. So if I pan around to here, so obviously as you can see, this is going to be coming to this corner here. The width is going to be coming to the right front corner there, and then the height is going to be the left back corner. So all you literally have to do is just put it around about the area on that corner that you want. The same with that one. Obviously this is just another way. What you can actually do is just highlight that top one, the start. Highlight the translate X and do Shift and C. What that's going to do is copy these initial top numbers. If you go to the width, highlight that top one again and do Shift V, it's actually going to put it right where that start is. Then all you literally have to do is scroll it across to where you want it. And then you can do exactly the same with the height if you wanted to. So highlight that top one, Shift V, and then you just move it to that top left corner. And that's going to set up your clear area. And all you literally do is copy the same these. So highlight top one for the start, Shift C for copy. Hey Mr. Mouse, how you doing? I'll try one sec, Surfing Cowboy. Let's just one thing at a time. So obviously you're going to go to your next area, which is going to be level areas, and just copy these figures into them, which makes it life so much easier. So that just do that. Shift C, go to the next width, highlight. Shift V will put it straight into place. Same with the height. So Shift C, copy, and level area, and that will put it in the wrong place because I didn't do it right. Highlight that, Shift copy. Oh heck. Highlight that, Shift V. So that's going to basically, the level area is going to make sure that the placeable area is flat. Obviously the clear area is going to remove any bushes, rocks, stuff like that from that placeable area. Obviously we haven't got an indoor area, but if we had a building there, what you'd need to do is set it up, for example, if I put it somewhere around about here. Obviously you need to do each corner on the inside of your building. And obviously that area that is going to basically create another square there where it's not going to snow. Hey Mr. Kev, how you doing buddy? And you literally just do the same with this. So what I always do with this one is make sure it's down in this corner here. And the end needs to be on the opposite corner at the top. But obviously with this one, you also need to raise it up to just above the building, okay? The other one that you'll need to adjust is going to be the tip occlusion area, and that's going to be set up in the same positions as obviously your test area. So one, the start down in the nearest corner. Oops, I shouldn't put that one there. One sec, it should be that one there. The start should be down in the bottom left corner at ground height. The end is going to be ground height as well, so you don't need to worry about raising it up, but it needs to be the top right corner like that, okay? After that, all you have to do then is set up all these other things, obviously, or place them, but it's really, really easy to be honest. One thing I do tend to do is get rid of the warning stripes. You don't really need it. You can keep it if you want to. You could mark it out as a unload area or a pickup area. It's up to you. I've been actually removing it and doing it other ways. But I would recommend just keeping that decal node right there because it does read it from the XML. And we'll get over to Stream Raiders in a minute. Obviously, your info trigger, that is going to be the area that you walk into that shows what that factory is going to be producing, is going to need, stuff like that. Obviously, you can adjust it to be as big or as little as you want. Obviously, just make sure to select that little square at the front. Same with this. As you can see, you can adjust them. I don't really tend to change the height of it. It's usually set up pretty well, but if you wanted to make it a little bit higher, you're more than welcome to. Obviously, your selling station, that's going to be the area that you drop off your product into a factory. Let me just centralize them a little bit. There you go. One thing I will say, if any of you guys are doing a factory and you want to make these triggers a little bit bigger, come into where it says unload trigger and expand that. Don't do what I've done in the past, is take the whole thing and expand that, for the simple fact is the marker icon is going to change shape, and that is something I've finally gotten out of doing. I've actually gone in now and actually adjust both these. Also, this still got the bell trigger in it as well. You don't really need that there, to be honest. You can actually just delete that if you are using this one. Obviously, your teleport node is going to be something else that you need to place. Obviously, put it into somewhere that it's not going to teleport into a building. So you could put it right at the front of the building if you wanted to. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. But as long as you can get around the factory or wherever it is. Obviously, this other one here, this other unload marker, that is going to be for your AI worker. So obviously, when you're going through your XML, the i3D pathings, make sure that they're all linked up correctly, okay? That is one thing that I've done in the past and totally forgotten about. Obviously, your player trigger, that's going to be the little information trigger where you go into your production menu. Just place that wherever you want to within it. Obviously, you don't really need to move this, just make sure that it's in place. And then obviously your pallet spawn area. That is the last really thing that you need to set up. So, say for instance, I want to put it just here. Actually, I'm going to rotate that around to there. Actually, I should have done that one instead, to be honest. Obviously, start area on one side. Oh, why are you there for? I want to bring you down to around about there. So yeah, so obviously that little area there that I've put, that's where your pallets are going to basically spawn. What you could also do, and this is a little bit more advanced for some of you guys, but if you were actually to copy that, so do Control C, click on pallet spawn, and do Control V, you're going to get a second node set up for dual pallet spawn areas. What I'd recommend with that second one is rename that just as number 2. Same with the end. And all you need to do is just offset that slightly to the first one. And what that'll now give you is 2 rows of pallets spawning. You could even stack them up if you wanted to. How you doing, Sally Sal? Don't I know it? Yeah, it's fun, isn't it? That is something else you could do. Obviously, with your selling station as well, you could have multiple ones of them. Obviously, make sure that you go through your mod description and add them in. So let me load this back up. Where are you? And what I'm basically on about is in here. Now, obviously, this is the barrel factory that I've used multiple times. So the first thing I will say is obviously the level area here. So obviously, if I go back to here, so this level area that we originally set up, obviously that's going to not only flatten the area that you're placing down to, it's also going to allow you to add a ground texture. Now obviously for most of the factories and stuff they're set to a default asphalt, but right here, if you wanted to change it to grass or something else, you could put it in as grass if you wanted to there. And obviously when you go to place it down, it'll actually have that grass texture there. It's kind of a nice thing. Just have a little play around. You could even have I don't know, animal mud there if you wanted to, or gravel, whichever. Obviously make it a base game texture. That's the only thing I will say. Oh, hang on a sec. Right, that's better. So obviously you don't really need to worry about moving any, or adjusting any of this here. It's all fine. You could leave all that if you wanted to. Obviously, if you're having multiple pickup areas, what you can actually do is actually have a pickup icon if you wanted to. Obviously, what you'd need to do is highlight that, copy it, that line right there. We'll just copy that if you wanted to. This is obviously I like to keep things straight, and obviously I'll call that a loading trigger. Obviously, I'll address that a bit further down in a sec. Obviously, these all get pointed to the base game icon file, by the way. So unless you're going to create your own icons, leave this part as it is. And obviously, because this is going to be for your picking up, so it's going to be your pallet spawn areas, these right here. What you'd need to do is replace it from unload to load. So you can actually just basically take away the UN, and that will actually give you the little loading icon where the pallets spawn if you wanted to add that. So in addition to that, obviously the other thing I would recommend, obviously if you are doing a dual pallet spawn area, what you're going to need to do is copy this line right here and add a second one just underneath it. And obviously make sure that you're going to rename that to be number 2, yeah? Obviously that's then going to show in game that there's 2 areas that you're going to be spawning. This is something I do need to take out because that is literally what was causing this additional sounds in the beehives, guys, which has now been removed. Obviously, if you want to download the update, the link is in chat a little while ago, but I can put it in there if you want again. But yeah, get rid of that. I really need to go through and set all these up. The only other thing you will need to do, and I will highly recommend that you do this, is to make sure to go through all of these mappings and make sure that the nodes are all set up correctly. So for instance, the level area there. So if I click on here for the start, it's kind of a hard one to do on one screen. Can it be used on NPC acres? It should be able to. Yeah, should be able to. Yeah, yeah, you put me off now. Obviously, make sure that all these different bits right here, the path, is exactly the same as what it is up here, yeah? And just go through, make sure that all of these are set up correctly and showing the same up here. Like I mentioned about the pallet spawn, the second one, what I would do with that is right here is the pallet spawn space 1. Just highlight that, take a copy of it, drop down, paste another one. Obviously, replace that one with a 2, because obviously that is now going to say, oh, up here, it's going to recognize that as the pathing it needs to look for. And obviously, what you're going to need in the i3D from there is to highlight that whole thing, copy it, so Control C, and then just take this bit right here and do Control V, and it's obviously going to replace it. And that's actually going to show that there's going to be 2 things that it's going to need to look for. One with that node, and one with that node, which corresponds both with there. So you got 12.0 and 12.1, which is correct. But yeah, just make sure you go through all of these, make sure that they are numbered correctly with the nodes, because obviously one just being off will cause issues, and it's going to be a pain. Obviously, once you've done all your edits and stuff like that, obviously just save it and then load it into the game. Obviously do your mod script and stuff as well. One thing I would recommend, lastly, is obviously click on the plane and delete it, because if you load that into the game, it's going to be like a little disco on the ground when you place it. So there, hopefully that helps you out a little bit, guys. It's a bit of a rough one. I'm not used to doing these on live streams, to be on modding, but hopefully that helps a few of you guys. Obviously, I will be uploading this to YouTube after the stream as normal. Obviously, it's going to be live on Twitch for, I don't know, a week or 2. For anybody who wants to go through that again. Yeah. Now you know how I feel when I first did my very first one. Right, so no, I do not want it. Obviously, save that for you guys if you wanted to. But yeah, overall, it is actually very, very easy. One thing I was going to look at, actually, casting a shadow. Um, that I'm not 100% sure of. Let me check something with this tree. Because I've got a feeling this might already have it set up. Um, This usually, yeah, there we go. Obviously, if you click on it and go to shape, it should show cast like shadow map here. Make sure that that's highlighted, and receiving shadow map. Surfing cowboy. As long as they're selected, they should be fine. Actually, I want to have a look at it myself while I'm here, as it's that particular one. So let me bring this over a sec so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, lizard, oh, loader right there. Extract you. Just a quick look. Just a quick look. Flat deck right there. Bum 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 bum. Okay, let's have a little look. So viz conditions, shape. Yep, so that's what it is. You'd need to make sure that that's selected and that one's selected, and that should then cast a shadow. Let's see. See, it's not going to do it on here, is it? No, okay. But yeah, there you go. That's all you need to do. Surfing Cowboy, just make sure that that's selected. Buddy. Actually, there we go. Right. Well, that's that anyway. Let's jump over to streamer. Let's get this battle done and dusted. That's enough modding for one day. So we do have 50 units down. Thank you, each and every one of you guys. Here we go, and good luck. While that's doing that, I am going to load up my map again. Let me just take them out a sec. That one. Okay, having too many mods is terrible. Yeah. I'll stick with just simple playing the game and leave the modding to others. Yeah, I wish I could. I get too curious at times. There we go. Yeah, I'm not. I really am completely noob when it comes to Blender. Stuff like that, I'll leave to people who know it a lot better, like Darius or Shy Wizard, stuff like that. I get really confused at times with that bleaking program. But anyway, congratulations, guys. Well done. And the 3 winners are going, or rewards are going to Welsh Wizzy, Oppies, and Zippy. There we go. Well done. But thank you all you guys who participated in that battle. We're going to jump in straight to the next one, which is a bit of an unknown one. Obviously, if you want to join in, you're more than welcome to. Links now in chat. Obviously, I didn't forget about you guys, but I'm going to put my little pyramid down today. There we go. And obviously, it's going to be placing down anywhere within this blue area at the bottom or the blue area at the top. Obviously, in 30 minutes, I'll be initiating that battle. But till then, I'm going back to my field on PV WolfCreek. You can't work in 3D. I know my daughter really wants to get into 3D sort of imagery type stuff. Maybe one day. She's very good actually. I need to get this set up. Keep my straight lines because I am hopeless at keeping straight lines. There we go. And Mr. Zippy, thank you very much for the epic Orc Slayer. And Mr. Jers, oh, one sec, for the epic Dreamer Templar. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. But yeah, hopefully, maybe that'll help somebody out. Who knows in the future. But yeah, just replace that tree with a building or whatever you want, and go from there. Right, actually, one other thing about it, let's get this other guy going as well. Skippity doo da, skippity yay. How are you doing? 79%. Okay, so not too bad. Not too bad. Maybe one day I'll get into Blender. I don't know yet. I did do a donut a while ago. Now I just feel like one. Oh great, Mr. Darius is my AI worker. Hello, Mr. Grumpy Dwarf in Discord.
What does a
Yeah,
donut feel like?
I don't know, but I created one in Blender.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was watching like one of those tutorials, and obviously they were doing it to create a donut with like icing and like bits on top. It was kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was like months and months and months and months and months ago. So yeah, but who knows? Maybe one day I'll get into actually trying to figure out things in Blender a little bit easier. I don't know. We shall see. That's maybe one of my next challenges to figure out. But for the minute, we've got a great person out there called Mr. Shy Wizard, who's an absolute wizard with that kind of stuff. And actually, he's got some pretty good videos out there as well on YouTube. If any of you guys are interested to check them out, definitely go over there, see some of the stuff he's done. He's even done a few videos as well for FS22. I think the last one that I seen was to do with his animal pens and the animal mesh and all that. Expanding that, it was kind of funky to see. But yeah, that's what it is. It's because it's the barrel factory. Is the XML is what I'm using as a base, and I keep forgetting to remove that blinking bit at the bottom just above the i3D for the sound effect or whatever it is. That is it.
Oh.
I really need to go through and set up my own one. And obviously, one thing as well, guys, you can add, obviously, like I think I might have mentioned, the multiple unload triggers. Just copying that initial one to how many you want, but obviously make sure to add them into the i3D mapping in your XML and relabel them like 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, so they know. Oh cripes! Let me show you something actually. A sec, because it's easier to show you what I mean. So let me bring up the desktop. Where's my mod folder? There it is. So obviously at the minute we've got the concrete factory being worked on and coming out with the update. So obviously this one, it's got a few other things in here, but obviously for instance your unload triggers, if you look right here, obviously you got the initial one there, but also you've got 2, 3, 4, 5 other unload areas set up for it. Obviously each one has its own node set up. With these, if I come up here, it's going to show that each of those triggers is going to have a different input product being added to it. So for instance, the initial trigger is going to be water, the second one is going to be gravel, third one is going to be sand, fourth one's coal, and then limestone. So rather than having like one huge area, for instance, that is a nice way of just tidying it up. Obviously, being that it's on WolfCreek, it is going to have your extra electricity, labour, and support. And just make sure that you're also relabeling, obviously, not only this one here to match with your triggers down the bottom. So your unload trigger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure to change your unload trigger for your AIs. So you got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So they match in at the bottom here. Actually, I did remove it on this one. That's good then. Obviously, as you can see here, you got your two pallet spawn areas set up. Obviously, they're going to show up at the bottom here exactly. So they've got your pallet spawner plus your node 1 and node 2 to start off with. Another nice little trick as well. Obviously, your fill planes. You can copy this if you wanted to, or any of the other ones that have a fill plane that goes up and down. You can set that up. Obviously, make sure that you link the plane nodes in your i3D mapping. So, for instance, you've got your water plane, your gravel plane, your sand, your coal, and your lime. Obviously, they've got their own individual nodes set up to correspond. Obviously, the minimum is going to be the low point. The maximum is going to be the high point where you want it to stop raising up. Obviously, make sure that the nodes are worded the same as the ID on that. Another thing I could also mention, obviously your marker icons, just like this here. Obviously, you got your player icon. Obviously, what I've actually done is I've gone through and created a PV icon. Obviously, make sure to change this if you are going to create your own. What I'd recommend doing is having a look at a few different mods that have them slightly different. Kind of interesting way of doing them actually. I like it. But obviously make sure to keep your markers set up. So you got your original one, your 2, 3, 4, 5, and obviously keep them as unloading if you wanted to. Obviously, if you've got a pallet spawn area, just make sure you have it as a loading trigger marker, and then obviously make sure to set this up as loading, and you'll get a loading icon. But apart from that, that's pretty much everything. But like I said, you can change the ground type to gravel, to asphalt, whatever, but make sure it stays as a base game ground type image, or what you call it, texture. But yeah, if you ever get curious, just have a look at some of the factories that's coming out for you, like your tier 3, tier 4 stuff for WolfCreek, and that will actually show a lot of times these multiple trigger options. Right. So, there we go. But yeah, it does get a lot easier as you go, that is for sure. Yeah, I need to go through and actually set up a template for it. You are right, Sally. You are very, very right. And Quinn B88, thank you very much for the epic pool pair flag bearer. And Stacker DK for the epic mage. Cool. But yeah, if you guys do want to play Stream Raiders, you're more than welcome to. Exclamation mark Raiders will give you the link in chat. Obviously, if sell point wise, if you're creating a sell point, obviously you don't need to have like the pallet spawn area set up. So you could actually go through and actually remove that, but obviously make sure to go into your i3D, delete the pallet spawn area triggers, and obviously remove it from your i3D mapping. Let me do that. One thing I will recommend as well, because somebody forgot about doing it on the weekend, is obviously if you're putting an input, make sure to add it to the correct line as well. For your products that's going inwards into the unload trigger. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, somebody forgot to add it to the Home Depot. But we've all done it.
Don't know who that is.
I blame Grumpy. It's all his fault.
Yep.
What have I done wrong now?
I don't know. We'll ask your wife. I'm sure we'll get a list.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, how are you doing, Mr. Grumpy, anyway? Oh, I see why. He keeps ignoring us. But yeah, obviously, if any of you guys have got any questions about any of that, you're more than welcome to go through the stream afterwards. Like I said, I'm going to upload that to YouTube as well. But hopefully it might help somebody out. If it doesn't, oh well. Hopefully somebody learned something. He's grumpy as normal. You're exactly true, Mr. Welsh Wizzy. He also has another excuse why he's ignoring us.
I'm not ignoring you.
I know you're
Could
streaming
barely hear you. Sorry.
because you're really loud actually compared to normal. Let me drop you down to about 150. Normally I have to have Grumpy on 200 just to hear him. Cool, I don't know.
Right, I can hear you guys now, nice and clear.
Oh good, glad to hear it. There we go. He fixed his mic, lol. Yeah, sounds like it. There we go. So yeah, we're just going to be carrying on with this field. Obviously unloading the hired helper when needed. But yeah, I do need to try and figure out what crops I want to be putting into these two fields especially, because they are good sized fields. Definitely thinking of a grain of some form that's going to give me a decent yield on straw. Good question. I was kind of thinking maybe a field of sorghum, to be honest, because I can use this. I'm pretty sure you can get straw for sorghum. It's been a while since I've done it. I do need some more rye and millet at some point. One, two. What other fields have I got? I've still got that field to plant, plus most of these here, to be honest. I'm sure I'll figure it out, but definitely need something half decent. Yeah. Sore bum? Huh? You mean sorghum?
He might have a sore bum.
Sore bum.
Who's
Should
got
have
a
wiped.
sob on?
Should have wiped better.
Yeah. Oh, blimey. Yeah, swargum. Sorghum. Okay. Yeah. Sorghum gives you straw, doesn't it? It's been a while since I've done it. Forgot Mike. Yeah, shh. Hey, Mr. KW, how you doing, buddy? Welcome back. Yep, it definitely is going to be a big field. It might end up actually breaking it in two. I'm not sure yet.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see what's like from the sky a little bit. I really wish they had better friggin' cameras in this game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I could probably easily make that into two if I want to. Maybe divide it around about here if I wanted to. Maybe next year. I'm going to leave it as it is for the now anyway. There's one big field because I do need a decent amount of bales for my animals and such. But yeah, that is one big, huge field. It's actually probably my biggest field so far. Looking at that, obviously I do have all these up here, but obviously that's like two fields there. There's a narrow one next to it. Oh, excuse me, juice is coming back on me. But I do want to get into doing some of these bigger fields if I can. Gonna make life a little bit easier. One thing I didn't realize is down here, obviously I've got my um, olives and coffee planted now. This second one was like half and half for some reason. I'd switched over to coffee, so I had to go through, delete all of them, and replace them. It was kind of a pain, but got there. Let's see. So Kev, Mr. Kev, how are you doing, buddy? Coal power plant, 16 million, is it? It's not that much, unless it's been changed. Is that is that how much it costs for you to buy? Is it, or to buy? Because as far as I'm aware, it's about 4 million for me. 4.2, I think, if I remember rightly. I'll have to look again. Obviously, I know depending on what money-wise you got, it could be different. Oh yeah, because yeah, that'll take the terraforming and farming and all that, not terraforming, landscaping into, yeah. God, that is one expensive coal power plant. 16 million. Holy heck. What was it anyway? Thinking about it. Yeah, 4,210,000. My goodness. And it's so big you can't even see it properly. That's why it's a lot. Yeah. Blimey. Cool. If I had 16 million plus, I would be a happy chappy. That's for sure. That's in game. I mean, I would be very, very happy in real life if I had that as well. God, blimey. You guys You guys. Like. Anyway, how are we getting on? I'd say about 5 or 6 more goes. This guy's just going far too fast. I might have to turn him down a bit. Mr. PV Mayor, how are you doing? Taking a short break from farming. Hope all is good on your side. Yeah, doing pretty good. A bit of a slow one actually. Just ploughing up this field at the minute. Probably going to be a nice big field of sorghum or something to get some straw for my animals and that. And obviously any extra I can use for obviously generating more and more power. But yeah, doing good, thanks. Doing very good. And how are you, buddy? See, now seeing the size of this field here kind of makes me want to make one big huge field right there. Oh, nah, maybe two in that area. But I can actually there is a plan I want for that area there in between the two rows. There is kind of a little placeable area with factories. It looks quite kind of nice and flat. So just obviously remove the trees. I think it'd be a nice area for a couple of factories there, some of the bigger ones. So you need to save up my money for that, unfortunately. Okay, just getting ready to assist with all the local graduations over local publics. Ah, right, yeah. Yeah, all that's going on for you guys over in America, the graduations and stuff at the minute, isn't it? So, that's kind of cool. Hey, Mr. Cope, sent you a message in Discord later. I can have a quick look now if you want. What have we got? Ooh, nice. Ooh, I like them. They're kind of nice. Nice one, Mr. Cope. Nice looking trucks there, buddy. Ooh. Is that where you put your coal plant up there, is it? That's a good spot, actually. Yeah, the sort of idea I was thinking is over here. Obviously, maybe having a couple of actually the water, pure water production, what we call it, over here, and then have like the coal power plants next to it or something. Obviously, that's I'm a long way from even getting that far, but that's kind of an idea I'm thinking of. And the nice thing, obviously, with those water processing, oh, I'll get it in a minute. Yeah, it's definitely Monday morning. My brain just does not want to work today. There we go. What were they again? Oh, goodness, goodness, gracious me. Yeah, the water treatment plants. So these things. See, even they look a little bit white. I don't know why. I was thinking maybe if I had like a couple of these. Actually, where is that pond? Let's see if I can get to it quickly. See, I could put a couple of them side by side. Let me. Somewhere up around here is a pond. There. Obviously, you will get silt in this pond as well. But yeah, what I'm kind of thinking is maybe a couple of these side by side, or four in an area with a few of these scattered around. It's very hard to see. And then obviously you've got plenty of space here for like the coal plant there. That's kind of my thought, or even on top of that hill there, just smooth it off. Obviously that's where Meat Mountain is for Dave, I think, if I remember rightly. Yeah, down this corner. Yeah, you could even have it in that corner. I think it maybe look quite nice there. Water treatment. Yeah, thanks, Team Miller. Yeah, my brain's just not working today for some reason. I know. I know I'm terrible. Yeah, well done. Looks really good, actually. Looks very, very good, Mr. Cope. But yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, definitely plant a few trees down that road, I think, would be quite nice. Obviously, if you guys got any suggestions on a tree to plant down there, obviously let me know, because I'll be doing it by hand, probably in the next stream. Might make that the first thing I do. It's obviously going to be saplings done the old-fashioned way, rather than just placing them down. I do have some, what have I actually got at the minute? Spruces, I think. A couple of pallets of spruces there. We'll see, that's the main one I've used on the map. But yeah, kind of think something maybe a bit different over here. But obviously it's got to be a plantable tree that's base game as well. I'm working on a Freightliner FLD body now. Yeah, I know the feeling well, Mr. Cope. I know the feeling very well. But obviously make sure to take a break from time to time, because you will get a bit overwhelmed and yeah with this stuff. Obviously that's when you start making mistakes and you get really frustrated because you're not figuring things out. Just take a break. And that's for anybody as well. Even if you're playing the game and you're starting to feel a bit ugh, or frustrated because you're not getting that far, take a break, go do something else for a little while, even a couple of days, play another game, and then go back. You'll just clear your head and go back to it level-headed, and you'll be surprised at how effective that works. Doop doop doo. Obviously, I took like a week off. Really, I suppose is the best way to put it. Obviously, in that before that, I had kind of made a start on the steel factory. Literally, as soon as I came back, boom, got it done, dusted. It was so simple because I was stuck on something, to be honest. Um, Obviously, this weekend, within a day, I've got Piev's concrete factory done and dusted and sent over to Dave. So yeah, you'd be surprised at how much energy you just seem to get just taking that break, do something else, even if it's playing another game or just farming if you are modding, and enjoy it. That's the thing.
Yeah, modding can be a pain in the
Yes,
backside.
we're PG. Yeah. Yep. Been there, done that. Still get it occasionally, actually. Obviously with
Especially them nodes.
yeah. Obviously, one thing that was really doing my head in this weekend, or yesterday, I should say, is obviously the water plane for the concrete factory is coming. For some weird reason, it kept rotating away from where it should be. And I was thinking, okay, I've frozen the node, I've done this, that, and the other. It's not working. Jumped into Discord with Dave, and I was having a chat, and obviously he mentioned about it. And obviously he said make sure to select the rotate, or whatever it was, and freeze translation. Look, oh, that was it. It's like, holy heck. One simple thing and just keep overlooking,
Yeah,
but
I
got
think I
there in
did
the end.
my nodes for my new one about 4 times last night.
Yeah, it can get that way. But one thing you can do, actually, what if you are doing, have both of them open at the same time, and as you're doing one, make sure to check your XML as you're going, save you having to go through it like 2 or 3 times. Come on, up the hill,
Yeah, I
come on.
was doing that.
Up, 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 up. You can do it. Yeah. But yeah, it does get a little bit more tricky when you start adding additional pallet spawn areas, different unload triggers and stuff like that. Because it's quite easy to obviously miss one or add them all in, and then obviously forget to add products to one of the triggers, and yeah, kind of, why am I getting all these warnings and errors and stuff? Yeah, just take your time. Just take thy time. That's all I can say. But yeah.
I'll be back later.
Alrighty, Mr. Darius.
Sounds good.
Catch you later, Doris.
Alright, Sally Sal. Catch you later. And hope you have something really, really nice as well. I had hot dogs today. Really enjoyed them. But I am worried about my daughter. She really does not like having onions on her food. Or sauce. It's like, what? Are you serious?
Really?
Yeah. She just liked the sausage and the bun. Add onions and ketchup and that. Nope, doesn't want to know. But anyway, there is Stream Raiders ready. So let me jump over there, get that one underway. We do have time for one more for today. So 68 units down, you guys are absolute superstars. Right, here you go, and good luck. You got chops and chips, all nice. I like cooking the chops in some butter or marge, whatever you want to use. Butter usually. But really slowly so they stay nice and tender. And then just drizzle obviously the butter over the chops when you serve it up with some peas and stuff if you want to as well. It's nice.
We
Very
had chicken
nice.
fajitas.
Yeah. I haven't had fajitas in ages. But yeah, chops with chips, some peas, and obviously another choice you could actually use is some nice new potatoes with that, with the butter sauce on the top. Oh, mine done in the air fryer. Mmm. Yeah, I've got an air fryer, but I've now very rarely use it
Oh
for
my
food.
gosh.
I know I'm
I
terrible.
very rarely use anything but the air fryer in the microwave.
Yeah, I haven't even got a microwave to be honest.
You're kidding me.
Nope.
You actually eat real food?
Yep, that's the joys of being an ex-chef. I know how to cook. Right then, we do
Oh,
have
you were a
stream.
chef.
Yeah, Stream Raiders is now done and dusted. Congratulations, guys, on the victory. And the
I'm a
3
I
rewards are
can
going
eat an air
to
fryer.
T Miller, Stacker, and Zippy. Cool. Yeah, I did about 7, 8 years in various hotels
Ah.
and restaurants after I left school.
Me, I
Well,
just
actually,
ordered my groceries, and guess what? I ordered at Aldi's because it's cheaper.
it is a lot cheaper. Aldi's is good.
I've made a sweet and sour chicken in an air fryer.
Oh, it's surprising what you can actually do in there. But just a quick one, guys. Links in chat if you want to stream Raiders. We do have 30 minutes on the clock. Obviously, this is going to be the last one for today. But while you guys are doing that, I'm going to just keep going back and forwards. But yeah, Aldi is very, very good. And some of the stuff I'm still sort of and arguing
Yeah,
about. But overall, it's not too bad. If you're very stuck on money-wise, one week or a month, or whatever, go there. It's kind of cool. It is.
probably have to
That,
place another order because they didn't have everything I want to get.
yeah, Aldi's pretty good. Lidl's another good one as well. Um, they also have
We
a
don't have that.
you don't have Lidl, really?
Never heard of it.
It's kind of it's another Swedish one. Um, I think it's Swedish. Same sort of cheap option for food and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but tend to, especially the ones where I am, they tend to reach out to local farmers and stuff like that to get really fresh products brought in.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but one thing we do like when you go and run the shop is they'll have like a kind of like a specials area almost where they get products like, say, it could be not necessarily food, but I don't know. For instance, if it's middle of summer, they'll have like paddling pools that are quite cheap stuff like that, or tools and stuff like that. It's really kind of cool,
Wow.
but it's always different throughout the month, or for each month or whatever. It's kind of cool. Very
They did a
handy.
laptop once, didn't they?
Yeah, oh, they've done a little bit of everything and anything in there, and the one down here anyway. So yeah, I see a lot of Tesco's products here. Yeah, Tesco seems to be another one that's spreading out. That's where actually where we usually shop is Tesco's. Mainly because of the my wife needing like the gluten-free and lactose-free stuff, and obviously Aldi's and Lidl's don't really do gluten-free or free from products. It's kind of a pain. Hey there, Alfred Prom. How you doing? Welcome back. But
Hey,
yeah,
Alfred.
Lidl's. Oh, Mr. Darius is finished. Where the heck's my tractor gone? It's here somewhere. There it is. Come here. There we go. I was thinking, who the heck's Thomas? Oh my goodness. It's definitely going to be one of those mornings, days, afternoons, evenings, whatever it is. Mondays. Dude, you missed his spot. I don't know. Yep, that's Darius for you. Missing spots. Yeah, I suddenly thought of that when I said it, to be honest. There we go. Let's bring you over a little bit. Yeah, these Breitner trailers are really cool. Not only, obviously, you can use them for your bulk products. Obviously, if you set it to the bale configuration, you can also use it as an autoload trailer if you've got the universal autoload script. And obviously, you can also hook up multiple ones as well, so you can do loads of stuff with it. Testing new small piglets from Hofbergman with the animal extension. Do not know if it will work. Oh, okay. Interesting. And how you doing, Irish gamer? Welcome back, buddy. Yep, we still got Raiders up and running. If you want to join in, obviously you've got 24 minutes currently. Obviously, once this one's done, we'll be probably looking to finish off the stream and see who's out there live in the world of Twitch. Who knows? Will it be Mr. Grumpy Dwarf? Will Mr. Jababble be back? Who knows?
I heard my name.
Nope. Don't know what you're on about, mate. Oops, didn't mean to do that. There we go. It's the last little strip, finally. Also, ducks. Nice. Yeah. I know Mr. Dave and Shy Wizard have been playing around with the animals and stuff. That. Yeah, don't read into that too much, guys. Yeah. Still a long way on that one. They also make a new animal trigger to use in productions. Ah, is that kind of like the one that we've got for the butchers on WolfCreek and the other maps, by any chance?
Yeah, we already have one.
Hmm.
That kind of concerns me if it conflicts with the one we have.
Yeah.
I probably won't update beyond where the factory revamp script is.
Yeah.
because I'm not going to. I know Thunder's got some good things planned for his.
Yeah. Similar to the butcher, different view. Ah, okay.
Same way with here's the funny thing. Uh I know he added in this latest version the animal capacities. Braven did
All right.
up
Yeah.
the I mean the production number of productions to 120.
Yeah.
Most of the people playing my map are over that, so now I have
Mhm.
to rename my limit breaker script to ZZZ limit breaker just so that we
Yeah.
can have the higher ones.
Yep. I remember hearing you mention about that on
Yep.
somebody's stream last
Every
night.
time something like that happens, I'm like, oh well, we're gonna have to make a change because
Yep.
120 productions on my maps ain't enough.
Oh heck no. Right, and I can leave that guy just to finish off there. So. Yay, fun and games. So obviously when Dave does do the update, the easiest way to change that over is obviously delete the limit breaker that you currently got. Obviously this is going to be when the update comes. I'm sure Dave will
Yeah.
give you plenty of notice. Is you'll just need to delete the current one you got and then resync with a new one. So it's a nice
Yep.
easy transition. Then just load in your game. Make sure you've got the new one active. Cool. Um, instead of the old one. And you'll be fine. Do 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 do. Right, so that's enough ploughing for now. Actually, I really want to buy that field. Sure beats. Or do I? I don't know if I do or not now. Seeing that. Done and dusted, lol. Yeah, how you doing, Georgia? How are you feeling today?
Hey, Georgia.
Last I saw is to put 16
Last I saw
in
is to put 16 in send bits? For what?
Yeah, that's what I was kind of
The productions?
pretty
They
sore,
don't have a
but I'm
send bits
good.
on the productions.
Glad you're doing okay, buddy. Glad you're doing okay, by the way. Boop. Wages. Send
For field
bots
types.
for the film. Oh, right.
I'm not worried about field types. We got that already.
Yeah.
1,024 of them.
Yeah, that was one of the earliest ones that was broken, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah. I'm talking about the number of production factory that you can have on a
Oop.
map. He's changed it to
Ooh.
120, and 120 factories is mine is set to max number of 1,000.
Oops.
Never was a problem before because my limit breaker ran after everybody else's until this one.
Yeah. There we go. That will do there. 16 means to 16. So there's you. Let's go for a little ride. Where's the other guy? Oh, it's Mr. Darius. We can ask him to put 1,000 and then equals.
Still gonna need my limit breaker anyway, so because it does more than just that limit, so doesn't matter at this point. If he's gonna add it in there, I'll just rename mine.
There we go. I can now just chill out and watch this dude do his do's. It's great fun. You see, he's got that. Yeah, okay. Let's have a little look. Wow. Now there's a stack and a half of one reason why you want to set your products to or your factories to storing. Yeesh. And just spawn out the ones you want when you want them. Deep-a-deep-a-doo. Distribute, store. Actually, while I'm here, we haven't got storage for planters yet, have we? Oh crap.
I don't know.
Storage. Bread, juice, vinegar, steels, cereal, oils. Greenhouses. Oh yeah. Nope. My goodness, that's terrible.
There's a check Lua error over there looking at it. Not on my mod. There isn't. I'm not gonna change his name. His will change it, and then mine will run after it and change it back. Simple as
Yep.
that. It always does with those. It always does whatever last one was loaded. And I gotta make it so mine loads after his. It's simple as that. It basically.
Could actually get that cleared
And if
out.
he writes something into the script that overwrites it again, I will have to, like I said, stop using it after this one.
Yeah.
It, I don't know why everybody has to do these all-inclusive things. They drive me nuts.
Yep.
It works so much better if you can choose the components that work for your system rather than being forced to use a bunch of them, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You're it's very possible that doing it that way, which I know is what he's leaning toward, he's going to either stop making everybody use other people's mods or his self. He's going to limit people that will use it by doing that.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion, because when it comes to what Thunder's working on and what he's working on, if they start conflicting with each other, I have to choose between one or the other.
And personally, I know who Dave would go for. The one he's been with the longest.
And that's where it becomes an issue. Now, don't
Yeah.
get me wrong, the factory revamp script as it is awesome. Braven's done a great job. I
He
love it.
has. He has done an
But if the
amazing
next
job.
version conflicts with Thunder's script, where we already have everything set up, then that'll probably be the last version of the revamp script that we will be using.
Yeah. Yep, yep. Alright, let's get this lot out of the bleaking way first of all. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to maybe sort out a storage for Mr. Dave for the peanut factory. Because
Yeah,
this
you can
area is
work on
nice.
storages. I told you that was your next
I
job.
know. Actually, I was kind of thinking every factory I do that adds a new product, I'll just automatically send you over the XMLs and stuff for the.
Roman.
Yeah.
Yep. There's a lot of them.
Right, this is going to be nasty. Might do a couple of trips because those other pallets. Right then. I want to change to that one. Peanut butter. There we go. We'll separate this lot first. Did you get all the peanut butter? Ooh, nope, not quite.
I must take a break for a minute. I shall return.
Okay, dokie dokie. Right, so the peanut oil, I don't want you yet. I want the honey roast next. And doop doop doo, honey roast. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Prom. Yeah, we don't have the restraints, or Dave doesn't have the same restraints. Peanut shells. Oh, nope. I want peanut butter. Nope, got you already. Peanut oil, that was the one I wanted. So grab them. Actually, it's kind of nice. Actually, these ones don't load as high as some of the others. Oh, there we go. And finally, I want the shells. There we are. I bet you're not going to load up now, are you? No! That was honey roast, that's why. Stupid idiot. Ah, really? Just 2 pallets? Okay, that wasn't too bad. I would take them anyway. Obviously, I don't want to overstack it, so that's fine. And what we'll do is I'll come back in a minute for the rest of them. And then get the factory emptied out. I know, it's good, isn't it? Floating pallets. Oh, go away, will ya? Kinnick. Kitty cats. Did you want to say hello to everybody on the stream? Well then, I don't know. Yeah, I haven't got them unfortunately. The only person that's probably got them is Reaper. I'm trying to think what the commands are. I don't know if they're live when he's not there either as well. How you doing, Billy, anyway? Yeah, but for anybody who's got a link for Mr. MP7 Reaper's mods, it's exclamation mark 22 mods, is it? Okay. I always get confused. I know he's got a couple of going on. And it's live when he's not. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm usually kind of doing other things when Mr. Reaper's streaming, like washing up, so I don't really catch the links, unfortunately. I feel bad now, actually, because of that. I've got pretty much everyone else's links and stuff. Ooh, funky. I like that. Actually, I need to get that warehouse updated to include obviously the stuff from the coffee factory and obviously the new steel factory. Yipes.
Fun.
Yeah. Mind you, it's an easy edit.
I don't know the link to Reaper's mods. Yeah, I know if you go to his site,
Yeah,
type
Mr.
something and you get
Whiskey.
it.
Whisper. Welsh Wizzy has got it there.
Ah, okay.
Exclamation mark 22 updates. There we go. Driving down the road. Oop, fiddlesticks. Actually, I just suddenly realised, why in the heck did I put those shells in there? I could put them straight into the composter. Whoo! But yeah, magic pallets because they float. It's a shame I can't drive as well. There we go. There we go. Okay, so shells. I've got a couple of pallets there. Spawning. One, that's now all of them. Okay. Change you to storing. There we go. Yeah, it'd be nice if they sort of booted up next to each other a little bit better. Yeah, well. Right, let's go stick these in the composter quickly. Actually, I do need to grab Mr. Reaper's mods at some point. I want that Ashland update that he did.
Ashland update.
Yeah, the scraper that he's got, that he did with all the different names and
Mm-hmm.
Dave's capacity and that. Obviously, the AI warning has been fixed for that. I'm kind of think it'd be nice for picking up the stones and stuff on the mining area. Oop. What are you? Just one pallet cakes, okay. Or a couple of pallets. Let's get this area cleared out. Super strength, there we go. I hope they're not wedding cakes, because I'm just going to be chucking them.
Mm.
Oh, that's the point. Did you have... You never did add a extra layer in there, did you, for the windows? I can see light.
No, I did not.
Uh, come on. I see light on the inside. Is anybody home? Hello? Hello? Knock knock.
No.
Nobody. Dang it. Why is nobody home? Lights are on and no one's home. Not good. Wasting electric. There we go.
That reminds me of some people.
Yeah, I'm saying it.
Hmm.
I say it every day. What the heck? Am I stuck in a pallet? Usually to my daughter because she keeps leaving like the bathroom light on. Come on, really? Bless her. There we go. There we go. Nearly there.
Hmm.
Right, so I need to make a note. Peanuts. Factory. Needs storage. Pepsi, wasn't it? Was the other one somebody mentioned about earlier. Me, lol, I'm not in. Right, so storage 4. No, factory. Pepsi. Actually, thinking about it, those the new the copper sheets and all that could probably add it to the current steel shelvings and storage. So that's a nice easy one because it's the same pallets I've used for them.
I already did those.
Have you? Okay, good boy. Yeah. So if there's any other storage missing, let us know, guys.
Oh, there's a lot of them missing.
I know is it McCain needs a storage as well, didn't it? But I've said something like
I already did that one.
you've done that one. Okay. Do 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 do.
Weren't you paying attention this week?
No. Do 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 do. There we go. Doop doop doo.
Yes, the pallets need to be worked on still.
Yeah.
I am well aware of all the ones that don't have storages, so I don't.
Oh. Okay, I need to adjust it slightly. What's your chance? Very slow. Okay. Keep on. There we go. How are we doing? The last 30 seconds, guys, on Stream Raiders, which is cool. Cool, 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 cool. Oh, fiddle. Yeah, so what I'll just do quickly is post the last link for today in chat for the bee farm update. Copy that. So if any of you guys missed it earlier, there you go. Obviously I've gone through and removed the industrial sound for the beehives. Obviously that's going to be on all the 3 individual ones. I think it was only 2 that actually had it in there for some daft reason. There we go. Let's get these last ones in. No, as I'm right next door, I can actually just go in and double check on that. Oh, fiddlesticks. There we go. And we'll get Stream Raiders done in a sec. Do 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 do. There we go. And also, when you're adding product to any of these, make sure you go in and activate. Make sure it's activated on this side. And you could have it set to distribute or storing, whichever it might be. How much did I just get there? So that's good. 8,000 liters. Nice one. Okay, so as it's right over here. Doopy doopy doo. At some point, I'm going to get with Darius and sort out the gate on the stone production. I have no idea why it's throwing an error for you guys when using the what you call it, animated object script. Yeah, so here we go. So the only industrial sign should be up here now. We can actually walk through that still. Good. Ah, mate. How you doing? Where's my beehives? Hey, hey. Can you hear me? No. Right. So yeah, obviously this one here, the one with the 8. You should now just hear the bees. Nice. And that's going to be on that as well. Yep, that's fine. And obviously, if anybody hasn't seen it, obviously you do now have the individual ones. Yeah, that's just sounding of bees. Obviously, place inside there. Obviously, activate with the little spanner there, and obviously it will spawn out on the front. Obviously, you could also set them to distribute if you want to. And the nice thing is, obviously, with these individual ones, you can just rotate them a little bit if you want. Place it in a nice rounded area if you wanted to, or however you want, rather than just have a big bulk load of the 8s there. It's a possibility. It's not just that that's causing the error. So obviously on the actual gate there's a collision, but for some very, very strange reason, and I know Darius mentioned that he had a few issues himself, is obviously when you come in here, the collision itself is separating and actually changing shape from the looks of that. Seems, yeah, it's not quite right. But I need to get with Mr. Darius and maybe butt heads together and try and figure out what's going on. Obviously, he did say he
You
figured it out. Unless Mr. Dave can shed any light on that.
I have no idea.
No. It's a very strange one. But yeah, I could probably raise the trigger up a little bit, not too high, maybe about half as high. Because you can still get it there, maybe, I don't know. I have to play around with that regarding the trigger. But yeah, it's kind of a pain, really. But anyway, that's enough for today, I think. That definitely is. But yeah, this is the field over here that I'm going to be planting with a buttload of poplar. It's definitely going to need some working. Right, so let's get that saved and get over to Stream Raiders and get that underway. So we do have 45 units down. Thank you guys who've participated today. So good luck. Here we go. This is going to be the last one for today. Put a slider on it. Oh, maybe. Maybe. And that's. Oh heck, I'm looking at myself here. It's not good. No, I don't want to look at myself. It's horrible. And congratulations, guys. There we go. So that is the last one done. And the last 3 rewards are going to Tech Mike, Stacker DK, and Mr. Jers 53. There we go, guys. Also, we'll be carrying that on in the next stream, which will be on Wednesday. Let me just collect them quickly. There we go, there we go. That's fine. Obviously, as it is now that time of the day, I do need to call it at an end. So let's get the credits rolling. Obviously, a big, huge thank you to Mr. Darius for obviously raiding right at the beginning with 62 peeps. Much appreciated. Obviously, Neil and Silas and Major, both thank you for the resubs. Thank you. And obviously, Crywise Sal and Nukes Toy for the follows for today. So, wow, with that being said, my first time.
It's done and dusted.
It is done and dusted. Well done, Tech Mike. And how you doing, buddy? Yeah, so we're gonna go over and see who's live. So on my clock at the minute, I've got one SGA member currently live. So I think we're gonna go over and see Mr. Nuts the Grumpy Dwarf. Done and dusted, exactly. So, stick with us, guys. Come over, show him a bit of SGA love, because obviously he is now an SGA member who's currently playing on PV WolfCreek. Obviously, if you've got any questions, please do give him tons of answers, or questions, should say, so you can answer with the wrong stuff. Who knows? We'll see. But anyway, stick with us, guys. Show him some love. And obviously, I will be back on Wednesday, same time, same place as usual. But until then, stay safe and catch you later. See you later, Georgia.